of musical chairs with me. Cheer up, Charlie. And today we have the amazing, the wonderful. For a while, she had a catfish up her sleeve, and she's the creator of the awesome, the incredible Musical Theatre Appreciation Society. Whoop whoop! It is the amazing Willy Mukendi, also fondly known as Auntie Willy.
I love that intro.
Hi Willy, how are you?
Hello Charlie, I'm alright. I love that intro. I want that everywhere I go. That's everything.
Thank you. So if you're ready, I'll get right into my questions.
Yeah, of course.
Did you grow up loving the theatre, and do you remember the first show you saw? Because mine was Lion King, and yes, I dressed up as a lion singing I Just Can't Wait to Be King, and it was not pleasant on the ears.
Well, actually, that's a snap on our end, because my first musical was The Lion King as well.
Oh, awesome!
I know. So I didn't actually have a very musical background. My parents and my brothers and sisters didn't really like it. And it was a teacher of mine who actually was like, I think it'd be really fun if you go and sort of get involved in Amdram. And then after that, I was hooked and I never stopped. So I actually saw my very first musical when I was 10, which is quite late for some people. And then after that, I just kept going.
I saw it when I was 6, I think.
Wow.
But that was just because I was already obsessed with singing and that. But no, my brother wants to study international law and politics. My dad was in the army and is an elite cyclist, and my mum's a school teacher and a powerlifter.
Oh wow. So you're the only musical one in your family as well? Yeah,
definitely.
Well, let's high five for that. Let's do a virtual high five. Yes.
So, did you ever want to be on the stage, or did you always prefer the creative side?
Well, I actually went to school where I studied the on-stage stuff, but not musical theatre. It was more just the acting. And I still have a lot of interest in that. That's sort of fun, and I never, ever turn it down. But I really, really enjoy the creative side. I think it's really fun to pioneer for the arts and tell a lot of people about it and be that bridge between, joining it for people who might not, like myself, come from a musical background. So it's been really fun creating that spark for people.
Cool. So did you go to university or do any formal training anywhere, really?
Yeah, I did. So I went to the Brit School where I did theatre arts.
Awesome.
And then I went to university again where I did theatre arts and continued that. But I studied more writing and the direction side with a little bit of performance. But it was all mainly behind the scenes, really.
Interesting, that's cool. So going to the theatre can be costly, especially if you're like me and would like to go on a weekly basis. How do we make the theatre more accessible? Because I know we have Kids Week, but there are still so many who have yet to experience the wonder of the arts.
Yeah, I mean, I think Today Ticks are doing a wonderful thing with Rush Theatre because they're providing really, really, really cheap tickets for people. You can grab them on the day, you can enter lotteries. So I think for myself, that's where most of my tickets come from. I try to find as inexpensive as possible so I can fund a very, very, very big habit, because I'm always at the theatre, and if I paid top dollar for it, I just wouldn't be able to afford it at all.
Yeah, so I've just noticed, this isn't on my questions, but what's your favourite musical?
I've got 3. I have to put them all together.
That's fine.
Okay, so Blood Brothers, Come From Away, and In the Heights.
So is Come From Away your second?
Come From Away is my second, yes.
So mine goes, Everybody's Talking About Jamie.
Nice.
6.
Lovely.
Come From Away.
Wait, at least it's in the top 3.
Yeah, Come From Away is just, I went to watch it again last week for the second time, and I've got tickets to go watch it again, and it is just the greatest musical of all time, in my opinion. I just want it to go on for another hour and a half.
I love it. The first time I went to go watch it, I wasn't aware there was an interval. So I sort of sat longer than I should have as everyone got up, and I was like, oh my God, this really is the end. And I was so sad about it. I was like, okay, I'm going to be here forever. And I just keep going to Come From Away. I'm going again, I think next week. And I was there last week as well.
I was there last week.
Oh yeah, I think I saw on your, because I follow you as well on Twitter. And I think I saw that you were there. Did you have a fab time?
Yeah. Just the best. So what was it like to see Catfish go from paper to stage, and what was the inspiration behind it?
Oh, it was such a honestly mind-blowing experience, because you sort of create this piece of art and just hope people will like it, and to have Paul Taylor Mills support it and help us with our concert was just phenomenal. I think the first time I actually ever relaxed was sitting in the audience and going, okay, we've done it, we've done our job now, and it was just phenomenal. And I think the inspiration for it is just being a marketer on social media and knowing the highs and lows of social media. I really wanted a story that could allow people to see a different side of it, because a lot of people respond to me on social media, and I thought this is a great sort of, like, I have a wealth of knowledge in that area, so I would always create something that I'm passionate about, and I think people have responded to it relatively well.
Yeah. So what inspired you to create the most successful theatre group in the country, the Musical Theatre Appreciation Society?
Well, contrary to popular belief, I actually didn't create that page. A lot of people think I did, but I didn't. I know, so there's a history here. So I actually joined the page when I think it was like 1,000 members or something. So it's quite a small group. And it was a little disorganized because it was just so new and fresh, and a lot of people didn't really know what was going on. And I think there was like an altercation on the page, and we were all just looking for an admin or anyone to help out. And I finally found him, and I was like, hey, can I help you out? And then before I knew it, I was admin, and he sort of left, and I was like, okay, I'm going to change the way this group is. I'm going to change the logo, and we're going to turn this into something bigger, because I think it had a lot of potential. And luckily, with the help of like many admin who have come and gone, we've just sort of built it up and just turned it into a really big space.
So is it now something that you, I'm actually really interested in this now. So is it something that you could like make money from?
It is something that we can make money from, and we are making money from.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so obviously it's such a huge space, so it's a great place for producers and PR to reach a lot of fans in one space. And so in order for them to do that, they will put towards a fee in order for them to be able to promote for a month. So we do, it is a monetized space for us.
That's really cool. That's really awesome. So you got recognised by the Olivier Awards as an influencer. How incredible was that?
That was mind-blowing. I could not believe it. I really, really couldn't. I was actually nominated originally by a member in the actual page, but because they couldn't come to sort of the official stuff, they actually asked me to bring someone else who then took over the nominations. And so it was really nice to be recognised, and apparently loads of people were sending in nominations for me, and I was just so mind blown. And walking the red carpet, that's not my life. I'm not used to sort of being centre stage, and so I felt like a princess for a day. It was amazing.
I know, because I got sort of like a Zoom version of that with the What's on Stage.
Oh, lovely.
Over lockdown, there was the What's on Stage Angel Awards, where people had to send videos nominating people. So I sort of got a Zoom version of that.
I saw that you got nominated. Well done.
But thanks.
Well done.
Thing is, I didn't even know it was happening. Like, Mum and Dad hadn't told me, because obviously they didn't want me to get my hopes up on that.
Yeah.
Which is a fair one. And then it was just like, it was really weird. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Isn't it just like the best feeling ever?
It is. So I'm very passionate about people doing what they love and not what people think they should do. And #CheerUpCharlie was born over 2 years ago now. And I never envisaged that I would now be a multi-award winner putting on my first charity concert. But it proves to me that I am doing this and it is needed. And I'm now very lucky to be in a position to use my voice and speak to people like you that give my generation the hope that things will change. But change needs to be learned. How can we get over this massive negativity around the arts, especially when most behaviour is learned from adults around them?
Well, I think the only way we can get anyone else who's not in the industry to start respecting it is to continue to do what we do best, and that's just be ourselves. I think a lot of the time people are frightened of people who are so 100% themselves and they're not prepared to change. That is a hard thing for a lot of people to do for themselves, so they tend to take it out on those who are brave enough to do it anyway. So I think the best thing we can all do is just be ourselves, live our best lives. I mean, I have loads of people in my life who aren't don't really understand the arts, don't really get it. It's not really my background, and I've just continued to be me, and they love me, and so they accept what I love as well. And so I think if we continue to love and spread love, then it always wins in the end.
Yeah, definitely. So my aim over the next 12 months is that #CheerUpCharlie will become a foundation where we can give children who can't afford a chance to join a theatre school, whether that be a local Saturday school or one in London, the chance to start their training. So do you think that this is something that people will get on board with?
Yeah, I think absolutely. I think if you think about what you've achieved in 2 years already, is there really any stopping you? Really? No. Exactly. So I say, as long as you have a plan, make it happen, because even with MTAS, you know, we start at 1,000 and we're nearing 60,000. Every single time I said, I've got an idea and I'm going to make it happen, and people are like, I don't know, Willy, this might be a bit much. I've always gone, you know what, I'm just going to do it anyway, because the worst thing that can happen is it doesn't work out the first time, but that doesn't mean it won't work out the second, third and fourth, fifth. So just keep determined, and from someone who's had to work to make things happen, just keep going. I believe you can do it.
And because I already get like 8 to the most views I've had on these is 12k on one of these, and I'm nearing 7,000 subscribers, and I've been doing this for a year. So some people would say that's quite slow, some people would say that's amazing. Depends.
I think that's impressive.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. But I know some people would go, oh, that's a bit slow. Some people go from this to this to this to yeah, but I'm doing a completely different thing to playing video games online and doing it all day, every day. Yeah,
exactly. I think, honestly, that's astounding. I think you're doing something so brilliant.
Cool. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, so definitely. So who is your biggest influence?
I don't think I've got a single influence, but I think in general, I'm really, really inspired by powerful women in the industry. I think it's incredibly important to pay homage to them, because they've inspired me when I've always gone, I don't think I can do this. And I see fabulous women like Sonia Friedman, I see Katie Lipsons, and I see them really paving the way and trying to create art and create spaces. And I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want to keep doing that, and I want to be an inspiration to other, young people as well.
So now's for some funny questions.
Ooh, okay.
So I would love to cook a meal for Shakespeare and then have a sing-song with Miley Cyrus and Neil Sedaka. Who would you love to share a night with, regardless of era or anything?
Oh my God. I think Oprah Winfrey would be amazing, because she would probably give me a car. And, who else? Oprah Winfrey. I want it to be completely random.
William Shakespeare and Miley Cyrus and Neil Sedaka.
Yeah, that's like the most random. So I'm like, how do I top that, Charlie?
Hey, an amazing conversation with William Shakespeare. Neil Sedaka being one of my favourite artists, because I have a record player upstairs because I'm obsessed with retro stuff. And so basically, he's who I listen to the most on my record player. And then Miley Cyrus. Now, I don't, this might sound weird, but Miley Cyrus is my favourite artist, but I don't really like Miley Cyrus's music. I like
explain that.
I like Hannah Montana's music.
Okay, fair enough. So would it be Miley, or would it be like Hannah Montana sort of cosplay?
I wish Hannah Montana. That'd be just.
Yeah, that'd be
incredible.
That'd be brilliant. I honestly can't think. I don't think I can outdo that, Charlie. I think that was just outstanding. I think I'm going to have to steal your answer, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that would be a really cool night. So I get told off on a daily basis for asking questions that I know have absolutely no answer. Come on, what are your worst habits?
Oh, my worst habits. You know what? I do talk a lot. I can talk for England, Charlie. I mean, if you don't end up turning off the Zoom, we'll be here all night. I do love a good chat. And I've always been a chatterbox. When I was your age, they always said, like, she's really, she's quite smart. She's really sociable, but she talks a lot. So I'm quite the talker. What else are my bad habits? I don't know. I procrastinate a lot. I say I'm going to do something, and then it does happen, like, maybe 5 hours after I've said it.
With talking, yeah, because my my mum, literally, it'll be 9 o'clock at night, and I'll still be rambling on and rambling on and rambling on and talking. I see something on TV, and then we'll be like, Charlie, it's 9 o'clock at night. You've been going since 7:30 in the morning. Just stop.
Yeah. Again, we're gonna have to do a virtual high five on that, Charlie. I'm exactly there. Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is one of my favorite things to ask. What is your most disgusting habit?
Oh. What is my most disgusting habit? I don't really think I've got disgusting habits, you know, Charlie. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I think it's probably still like laundry. I think like sometimes just leaving like really, you know, my dirty stuff everywhere. But that's it, really. What's yours, Charlie? I wonder what yours is.
Sometimes I'll eat food with my fingers, like food that's not meant to be eaten with your fingers.
Yeah, okay.
Like a piece of spaghetti.
Well, yeah. Oh, I love that. Sometimes it just needs a finger.
Or even this, you might really gross this out. A piece of cereal, just.
No, I don't mind that. Like a cheeky Cheerio.
Yeah, I don't really eat Cheerios. I don't eat cereal that much anyway, to be honest. I'm also just eat toast for breakfast.
Toast with butter or jam?
Depends what mood I'm in.
Fair.
Depends what I feel like on the day. Like today I had a really lush sourdough bagel with butter.
Nice.
And it was nice. So, what is the most embarrassing thing that you have seen someone do? You must have like tripped someone up or something, or really scared someone on a set by playing a trick on them.
Oh, the most embarrassing thing, I think it's got to be, I have actually scared my friend. So this is when I was in school and she was just coming out of talking with a teacher and we were on the stairs, like, and we literally just shouted and we didn't realise how scared she got. So she literally just went flying down. She was okay. She didn't hurt herself, but she did come flying down and we just couldn't stop laughing. We were laughing before we even checked she was alive, and she was alive and she couldn't stop laughing. It was hilarious. She sort of like bounced and we just couldn't stop laughing.
Almost like that delayed reaction. So, what's your most useless talent? Mine is the fact I can burp the alphabet and I can wiggle my ears and forehead.
I want to see this. Okay, that is epic.
Yeah, and I can fake burp the alphabet. I don't think anyone wants to see that though.
I want you to go to D. I want an A, B, C, D burp.
Oh God. Really?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, Mark, please edit this out. This is for Willy's eyes only.
Don't edit it out.
A, B. If other people laughed, but you see what I mean? It's so random and it's so useless and it's so disgusting.
I love it. Oh, what is mine? This is so random, but I click like this, which a lot of people find weird because I can click in two ways.
Oh.
Most people click like that, and I just click like that, and it's like the most random thing, I think. That's
weird.
I know, I don't know why. I just like learned how to click the wrong way, and so I actually had to learn how to click properly as I grew up.
So now for a round of quickfire questions.
Okay.
Who would you go and eavesdrop on if you were invisible?
Oh my god. Beyonce.
Favorite superhero?
Spider-Man.
Childhood book.
Favorite childhood book. Anything by Jackson Wilson.
Oh, cool. Favorite city?
New York.
Last song downloaded?
Oh, something by Beetlejuice, I think.
A burger or pizza?
Burger.
Broadway or West End?
West End.
Harry Potter house?
Slytherin.
Yes! Yes! Fellow Slytherin in the house!
Yeah, boy!
My new school bag, I collect all the collector's items in that. So I have 21 wands.
Oh my God, no way.
I did, before we moved house, have a Harry Potter den. However, unfortunately, the actual foundations of the den, the actual walls and that had dry rot, but we managed to save the murals that were painted onto the walls. And then I have Lucius Malfoy's Death Eater mask and his staff, the Philosopher's Stone, Tom Riddle's diary with the basilisk fang in it, the ring, the locket, the Deluminator, and a very rare, 100 of a kind, handmade Harry Potter pop-up book that they stopped making, because this is really random, that they stopped making. I found it in a bookshop in Cornwall, and they stopped making it because it was too complex for machines to make at the time, and they just all round stopped making it. So basically only 100 of them were made, and I found one in a bookshop in Cornwall, and I bought it with my holiday money.
Wow, so you literally have like an exclusive limited edition item. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a pop-up map of Hogwarts and its surroundings, and you can literally fold it out and it becomes a 16-foot pop-up map.
What?
And it's only like 6 pages long.
That is so cool.
I know. Yeah. All right. Text or talk?
Text.
2 things to take on a deserted island.
Oh God, I was going to say phone. That's useless. But yeah, phone, because it was the first thing that came to my head, and water.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. I guess water and phone, kind of reasonable. So, Willy, we finished all the questions.
I love this.
It was so fun talking to you.
I've loved this. This is brilliant. I love them. I love them all.
Thank you. Thank you so much for doing this, Willy. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, what an amazing and hilarious interview. If you want more interviews like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications button. And also, go follow my Instagram. So remember, keep being kind to yourself and others, and keep letting your light shine.